Hi, 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 hi. Howdy. Oh, thank you, thank you. Sorry, I always get distracted trying to read everything. Hi, 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 hi. You can. Bear with. Mallerie Hawk. Cards regarding your love life and when you will meet someone. I appreciate you too. Okay. Mallerie. You firstly have... Oh, sorry, I'm gonna burp. It's random. Oh, it was a hiccup. Okay. Firstly, you got Two of Swords. Hiccups, random. Two of Swords looks a bit like they might be overthinking around your love life. Because there's something happening with that Cheshire Cat and the moon. Like, the moon is mystery, the moon is things unseen. And it's almost like something's happening, but you're thinking about something different. What's happening in Mallory's love life? Queen of Pentacles. Remember your worth. Remember your worth and value alone. And I know you already are aware that you are very valuable, but it's almost like sometimes you forget a little bit or get distracted by almost seeing other people's worth and forgetting your own. And forgetting, oh yeah, I'm just as cool. Just as important. Oops. The devil, the moon. There you go. Call me psychic. The moon, I just felt it. I was looking at that Cheshire Cat. I was like, there's something around the moon for you. There's actually things already happening in your love life. The lovers. There are things happening in your love life that you don't see right now. And when they come to be, don't think too much. Feel. Feel. There's deep emotions between you and someone. And there's a victory here. With the devil, there's a lot of attraction. There's a lot of obsession. There's a lot of chemistry. There's a lot of maybe like to the point of almost too much with that devil card, of going a bit overboard, but there is someone coming in that is going to be intense, and I feel like you might, by the looks of it, already know this person, Mallerie, but don't overthink who it could be. Don't even start thinking about it, because you won't be right, is what I feel. No offense, but it just seems like you'll be thinking about all the people it's not. It's someone with the moon that is hidden for some reason, like the possibility of them completely closes off, like you're oblivious. But there's victory here. In terms of the timing of when is this going to come about, because I already feel like it's brewing. I feel like it's already coming in. Justice on the floor. So when things fall on the floor, you've got to pay more attention to it, because it's like demanding. The Emperor. The Emperor is number 4. So 4 weeks, 4 days. the 4th month, April, next month. I really feel as if it would make sense for it to be in April for you, because it's like something's already brewing, something's already building beneath the surface or hidden to you, but it's on its way. And anyways, when cards fall on the floor, what I was originally saying is it's like pay more attention, it's something you're not seeing, and the Justice card is divine balance. And so Mallerie, I feel like the balance is coming in for you, the balance that you haven't really been paying attention to, or like you don't realize that you might have been or have been going through it a bit in love or something, and now your balance and your justice, what you don't see is coming. And again, what you're not seeing, you've got the moon card, so there's a lot you're not seeing in a good way, of like you're just not expecting how good this is going to be, and you're not expecting that this might be someone that you have met in like passing. And I've really getting number 4. So the 4th of a month, 4 weeks from now, or in April. K Paul, can I get a card about my point getting heard in my situation? Yes, you can. K Paul, like your perspective, your point of view. Will K Paul be heard? Will K Paul be... Oh, that was really weird, and you can't actually see what happened. But this card, 2 of Pentacles, fell and landed on my phone, like standing up, so I couldn't even see my face, if that makes sense. Because it's like selfie mode, right? For me right now, I see my face, and this just landed on top of it. So interesting, like completely covering my phone. I can't even explain, that was so cool. Never had that before. 2 of Pentacles, juggling, busy. I almost feel like someone already can kind of see your perspective, but they're just keeping busy, acting like they don't with this 2 of Pentacles. And because it almost feels like enough time has passed, where it's like they're an adult, they can see your point of view, they just don't want to admit it to themselves, to you, both. It just seems, I don't know why I'm seeing someone washing up. I'm seeing someone washing dishes. And so you're just, I don't know why that's coming through, whether it's you or someone else. And it's like, they're looking at what they're doing and refusing to look away from it. Because if they look up, they know that you'll catch them. And you'll go, see, you do know what I mean. You do see it from my perspective. Like, there's something where, when it comes, sometimes you got to let go of other people admitting, or like you knowing that they are understanding your perspective, because it almost feels like they already do. They just deep down don't want to, like deep down they understand, but surface level they don't want you to know that. All they have is like a front that they can give, and the front that they can give you is like, I don't get your view. Okay, Paul, I don't get it. I don't see it. It doesn't make sense. And in order to maybe stay in a victim mode or a conflict, or you know, instead of resolving something, they would rather stay in this state of yeah, I need to move on, sorry. You always say what I need to hear. Oh, that's so nice. K Spinx. If I read your guy's name wrong, don't blame me, blame my eyes, okay? I'll get you some cards. K Spinx, or yeah, K Spinx. Cards for K Spinx. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. 8 of Wands. You're about to be a lot more loud. You're about to be a lot more unapologetic in your communication, which is really freeing. 9 of Pentacles is being very independent, and I feel like you've gone through a phase of just being quiet, or what's the point in speaking my point of view? Like, what do I know? This kind of strange energy of, why did I say strange? I don't know. Maybe there's just an energy, or that could be someone around you that's a stranger. I don't know why strange came out, but it came out for a reason. Anyways, it feels as if there's about to be a lot of communication, basically. And what I was feeling was it was going to be you with the 8 of Wands, speaking your mind a lot more freely. Speaking what's like from your heart, wearing your heart on your sleeve, in order to get you out of a time of feeling alone or feeling like you had to do everything. There's something here about like speak speak right now. That's like your biggest guidance. Five of Pentacles, there you go, feeling quite alone. To break out of that is to just speak to everyone and everyone, and in order for them to kind of understand you, to get to know you, to be like, yeah, K Spinx, you're my type of person. But until you let them get to know you by speaking and saying your mind, nobody's going to be able to relate or see how amazing you are or something. Or it's just a different side to yourself that you're going to start to share and communicate with people, I feel. What else? I don't know why I want to get you another one. King of Cups, Queen of Cups was on the bottom. This could also be about talking to a partner in the near future and just being able to speak freely, speak your mind, regardless of judgment, regardless. This person is going to be able to level with you and stay balanced and be able to meet you where you're at with that King of Cups. So don't be like, oh, I can't share my mind, I can't say what I want to say. It's all about the person, and this person, even if you've never met someone like this before, is different and is able to kind of handle, like, they have the strength to hold whatever you want to share with them, whatever you want to say, when you want to say it. There's just depth to you that maybe others couldn't handle in the past. You got called dramatic or too much, and this is someone that's like, no, be more, show me more. I want to prove that I can handle it. Like, this person rises to the occasion. So I don't know if this is your partner or someone that will be your partner, but again, there's something really important for you right now about communicating and speaking, in order for others to get you and get your mind more. Fleur Main, card for Fleur Main. You got the Death card. This is Rebirth. This is Rising from the Ashes. This is my favorite card, Fleur, because it's so empowering to be able to be in any predicament, any situation, and then go, oh, I'm gonna rise. I'm gonna let this transform me into something stronger, more more powerful, more beautiful, more like you're embracing becoming more. Again, this is tying into what I was just saying of like, you could have felt in the past that you were too much, and so this is the opposite of you going, all right, people think I'm too much, let me become twice as much. Like, there's just this, watch me become what you thought I'm not allowed to become. Or you could have even told yourself there was a side to you weren't allowed to indulge in or journey down, and now you're like, well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go after what I want. Watch me. Watch me is your huge energy at this point. Like, watch me do what you say I can't. Like, it's really, really liberating. Fleur, I want to get you another card. 8 of Wands as well. That could be our card of the day, guys. If you're new to my live streams, the same cards like to come out after a bit, so it's almost telling us like we're all in the same stream of energy right now, literally in the live stream, so it can feel, no wonder the same cards are going to come out for all of us, right? So also Fleur, communicate, speak your mind. Mandy Watson, cards for Mandy Watson. 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. Something around your work, giving up, letting yourself give up. You could be someone that's very dedicated and very committed, and it's like, know when to, it's not quitting, it's choosing yourself is what's coming through. So whether that's around a work or just a thing that you're dedicated to, and I don't know, it just seems like knowing you might be someone that refuses to quit and give up, but it's like, it's not quitting, it's choosing something different for you. It's choosing a different path. It's choosing to no longer carry the weight of something that isn't giving as much as you're giving to it. It's too much work. This could also be a relationship where it's just work, because it shouldn't be. You shouldn't be doing all the work, carrying all the burden in a relationship. It should be balanced. You shouldn't have 10 wands on your back. It's like, something is knowing when to walk away and knowing when to let go in order to choose something better, because you know you deserve it. Satoe, can I get a general reading? I'm juggling 2 things and wanting more out of them. So general reading, you've got 5 of Cups. Yeah, you're feeling a little bit lackluster. You're feeling a little bit like you want more. Look, wanting more out of them. You've got your 2 cups on the floor, but then you're reaching up for more. Then you got the 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups, Ace of Wands. I'm getting this energy here of Satoe. It's actually your choice, but your circumstances aren't showing you that, but it's your choice as to whether or not you're going to get more out of these cups, these two things you're indulging in, whether this is two people, whether this is, I don't know, school and job. I can't specify right now, there's too much going on, but Two of Cups, this is like wanting more but not seeing what you've already got, right? And so that's like you're wanting more out of them but not realizing how far you've already come, what you've already achieved, and then enjoying it. Because Ace of Wands here is you're definitely going after something more, you're wanting something more and new. And then Four of Cups is you like not seeing what you've already got, not seeing, and like not to call you out, because I don't think your environment right now is, it's not screaming, oh, look at what you've got, look at what you've got. There's a reason you want more, because you know you can achieve more, but it's almost saying that you're not going to get more until you feed what you've got. I don't know what that means. Feed into what you already have, and then you're going to have more. Nine of Cups. Being proud of yourself. Do what you can with what you've got is what I'm getting. Eight of Pentacles, working. Nine of Cups, being proud of yourself. Sometimes you can think, oh, when I've got the money, when I've got the time, right? When circumstances shift, I'll be able to do more. But it's like, do more now with what you've got when you can. And that's all you can do. And then you'll have more at the end of the day. But it's all about like, why am I getting you reap what you sow? So sow more. Like, but again, this is making it like, oh, it's your doing, but it doesn't, it's almost like the environment you're in is telling you, like, you can't do this without this. You can't move forward without more time, without more money, without more things. And then it's your job to kind of go, I'm going to make it work with what I've got. I'm going to make it happen. I don't know what this is you're working on, but you're going to make yourself very proud because of the fact that it's not ideal circumstances, and you're making two things turn into success, two very different things. I don't know. Do what you can with what you got where you are. You're going to be sweet. Patrice Chang. Hello again. Hi, may I ask if Jay will reach back out? Thank you so much for you do. Truly, truly. Thank you. Will Jay reach back out to Patrice? Well, you got the Lovers and you got the Magician. And the Magician came out upside down. So, it's actually up to you. Do you fully want Jay to reach back out? If you want Jay to reach back out, he's going to reach back out. Because the Magician is like you manifesting, but the fact that this was upside down means it almost feels like you're manifesting the opposite right now. You might be noticing the lack of Jay. Did I call him Jake? Didn't mean to. You might be noticing the lack of Jay around you. And then, so your manifesting is, when's Jay going to reach back out? When's Jay going to reach back out? Is he going to reach back out? When's he there? Has he messaged? Has he rang? Has he this? Has he this? Has he this? And to turn that back around, if you're wanting that, is to go, oh, he's reached out. He's ringing me. He's ringing me right now. Duh. With the Lovers, like, it's your choice, but it's based on the past, present kind of tense of, are you saying he's going to reach out? Or are you saying he's reaching out? He's reaching out right this second. Or he's going to reach, because sometimes we can mess that up, of he's going to, and then we're always putting that manifestation just that bit away from us. Of, yeah, he's going to, and then tomorrow he's still going, and then next day he's still going to. So it's like, get rid of the timing of it and just say it's happening right now. He's going to message you right now. Boom. If that's what you want, with the Lovers being like a choice, it's up to you. If you want it, it's going to be. Plucky John. Hello, John. Hello. Did we ever figure that one out? Oh, Pineapple Princess. Is that what you said? Sorry, I'm so blind right now. Pineapple Princess. Did we ever... No, I don't know what the pineapple meant. But it could have meant plenty of things. Everyone came up with lots of different, like, amazing concepts of what the pineapple could have meant. If that's what you're meaning. But I specifically have no clue who that was for. Card for Plucky John. You've got 4 of Pentacles. There is something here where you're being a bit stubborn in some way. You're holding on very tightly to something. And the Queen of Pentacles energy is someone that collects things also. So there could be an energy right now of you would really benefit from decluttering, especially if this is you going, no, Kristie, I don't want to declutter. Right? I don't need to declutter. I'm not a hoarder. I'm good. There's something where you've actually got a lot of things that it's almost like bad feng shui or something to have the amount of stuff you have because you don't actually need it, care for it. You don't even like some of the stuff you're holding on to. There's something about like holding on to physical items. I'm just seeing all this stuff on the shelf of like guidance would be to like donate some of it or something. There's an energy here of you feeling like a huge weight of relief once you clear out some stuff that you don't like. Could be from like past relationships, right? Past things where you're like, oh, but I've got to keep that because that person gave that to me and it means a lot. But then you're also like, oh, we ended on bad terms and I don't feel very like does this make sense? Like there's something where there is a negativity to certain objects that you're holding on to that you would feel a lot lighter without if you were to let them go. It's so random, but it's coming through. Carol Douglas, you can get a reading. Sorry if I'm moving through these real quick, guys. I'm just trying to not get overwhelmed and get through them rather than like letting them stack up. King of Wands came out for you, Carol. Fake it till you make it. I don't know, is there something you're a bit like, oh, 4 of Pentacles trying to come back out and Queen of Cups. Is there something you're a bit nervous for? Fool card. Is there something new you're jumping into? Otherwise, heads up, you're about to do something new. And the main guidance when you do this new thing, it could be you going to a dance class, right? You're doing something that's just a little bit out of your comfort zone that you wouldn't do. And there's something just saying, nobody else in that room knows that this is the first time you've done a dance class. So just fake it till you make it. And it's going to be this situation of, if you walk in going, everybody knows I've never done this before, then everybody's going to know. Like, they're going to see that written all over your face. But if you walk in going, I do this all the time, or like, do you know, just like a sense of you being like, I don't actually care if I look silly, I couldn't care less because I know I'm good. Something about also intuition, so it could be something about your intuition you're diving into. There's something though saying, also why is the Four of Pentacles is here, stubbornness again. So of like, this also is like an energy, Carol, of there's someone around you, King of Wands, that is very stubborn and like set in their ways. They could be older and like they just refuse to kind of see things from other people's point of view that are younger or something, because they're older and they know more. With the Queen of Cups here, you could have a lot of empathy for them, but you're also allowed to have empathy for yourself. And there's something where you might be wanting to do something new, but it's a fear of this person doesn't agree or won't like it. Do it. Like, there's something kind of saying, sign up for something, do the thing, do the scary thing, and take that leap of faith. And afterwards then figure out how you're going to tell someone if they're going to be judgy about it, if they're going to tell you not to do it, especially with 7 of Swords on the bottom. Now I'm seeing it's just like, jump in, sign up for that course, sign up for that class, do that thing you've been wanting to do, do that thing that scares you a bit, and then afterwards figure out, it's almost like you're actually more scared of someone's opinion, but just one person. What are they going to think? So it could be a partner, it could be a friend, it could be a family member, but it's just like, what will they say? And to begin with, it's like, it's none of their business. It's your life, not theirs. NW, tell me about love, please. You have the 3 of Wands with 5 of Pentacles. You're expecting something whilst also feeling very lonely right now. You're expecting a ship to come in. You're expecting, this could be like a long distance thing overseas with that boat coming over the water. You're expecting someone to arrive, but there's this feeling of the whole time you're feeling very separate. Chariot, there you go. Something else about travel. The Devil on the bottom. There's someone traveling towards you, whether or not you know this person. You're expecting them. What is that? Why are you expecting them if you don't even... You're expecting someone to come traveling towards you. you're expecting to meet your person soon. If you're in a relationship, you might know and be expecting there to be a lot of progress and transformation with that Chariot after, like, taking each other for granted. And if you're single, there's something where you know from the past that you're not going to take anything for granted anymore, and you're going to kind of just embrace every moment. Yeah, like you've learned something, or you're moving on. Again, like boat over water. Something about a boat over water. Seven of Pentacles, you've been waiting. Again, there was that, like, you staring at a stopwatch a second ago. Expecting someone. Now there's something where you're waiting. There you go. Waiting. Whatever you're waiting for, it's almost like you're right in thinking it's going to come in. But then there's just this feeling of not repeating a cycle that you've done in past relationships or something. How else do I put this? And if you're completely single and you're like, what the crap are you talking about? And you're like, tell me about love, then it's like someone's going to come in, but they could be like a distance between you. You could meet them whilst traveling with that Chariot, and you meet them whilst on holiday or traveling, and then that's then the obstacle of like, oh, you met them whilst you were away, and now there's a gap. But if you're patient, and I think you both would be, it would work out. Sonia Vic, hello. I would like to have some cards about C. He's a guy I had a short connection with in January, and it stopped abruptly. He disappeared, and I have a hard time finding closure. Okay, let's see. Let's see for C. What's happening with Sonia Vic and C? You might have intimidated this person, and I think they didn't actually want anything deep with you to begin with. So, Knight of Wands, you know what the Knight of Wands means if you watch my videos. It's very playery, very lustful, flyby, right? Page of Swords, it's like, oh, Sonia. Sonia's the real deal. This is not what I was expecting from Sonia. I just wanted someone to play with. I just, you know, like, not to be harsh, but that's just what the cards are showing. So, it almost feels like this person, C, has just kind of called it quits or taken a break because he's gone, oh, feelings, I didn't want those types of feelings, I wanted these types of feelings, and now I'm a bit nervous, now I'm a bit scared, because if I feel this way for Sonia then has a lot of power over me and can hurt me, right? And so I think he's doing some work, very distracted by work, or trying to keep himself busy with work, he or she. It feels just like, I want you to enter the mindset, because it's going to benefit you in the situation, whether you choose to take him back in the future when he returns or not. It's going to benefit you to go, haha, he was scared of me. Does that make sense? He or she got scared. And so it just feels like that would be you taking your power back and seeing things a lot clearer. Because at the moment, it's like, did I do something wrong? There's that lack of, did I do something wrong? Did I scare them off? No, C got scared of you, and I genuinely feel that. And then it's just like, because how do I put it any better? If you aren't interested in someone, you don't just immediately, like, do what C's done to you. You would say, sorry, this isn't working out, or whatever it may be. But if you're intimidated and nervous of someone, then you're just going to go and bolt, because it's like, oh, scary. Doesn't really want to, like, doesn't want to reject you, but then also doesn't have the emotional depth or strength to search for anything more with you. Very attractive connection though, like very lustful, very passionate between you both, but then also like, oh, there's more here. Oh, this is scary. So yeah, I kind of don't. Can I just say, Sonia, I'll be completely honest, everything in your world, in your eyes right now, is going, I would like you like C, but it almost feels like you want what you can't have. And when C returns, I'm really hoping that you've either let go, or, because I just feel like your energy, you deserve someone that is clear and communicative, and you might be making excuses, or if he or she comes back with excuses as to why they disappeared, it's going to be easy for you to go, oh, fair enough, I see that from your point of view, I could have done the same. And I just want you to kind of stay in your power and go, no, you weren't, you were scared. No, you weren't, you ran away. because especially if this person says, oh, I was busy with work, because it's just like, Sonia, you were busy with work. You were busy too, but you made time. You made time to. So it's just, don't accept excuses. This person is going to return, but I just think you deserve better. But your brain might tell you the opposite, because sometimes when people pull back or give us less, we can then deem them as more valuable, right? Of like, oh, there's less of them, like a diamond, right? Oh, there's less of it. That means it's, and it's just, don't fall for it. It could also be tricking energy of this person knows when they've given too much to connections, they've scared people off, and so they want to do the opposite with you, and kind of, they know from their experience that when they've given less, or when people have given less to them, that they like them more. Like, it just feels a bit tricky. It feels a bit like they're playing games. It's up to you whether you want them when they return, but I just think that you deserve someone that's actually authentic and real from the start. But right now, you might see them as better than they are because of them just pulling back. Beex, hello, could you please pull a couple cards from me? Thanks for doing a live. Love your vibe. Thank you so much. A couple of cards for Beex. You got 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Swords on the floor. Star card. Are you hiding a bit of pain, Beex? Are you covering up really well for a lot of pain? Because 3 of Swords is heartbreak and pain, and it's fallen on the floor face down, so it just feels as if you like secretly might be going through a bit, but you're like, that's no one's problem but my own. They don't need to be bothered by it. I can put on a brave face. So with the star card here, it does seem like you are going to heal. Whatever that thing is you're hiding and not showing everybody, you're healing from it. Major healing, which I really like to see. There's also something about wish fulfillment for you in a project, in a creative endeavor. It could be something where you're collaborating with someone, but it definitely feels like whatever this is, you're very good at what you do, and there's going to be some type of like stardom that comes from your work, your craft, whatever it is you're giving your energy to. Bit of perfectionism, so don't beat yourself up, be too hard on yourself. Just keep creating or making, because there's wish fulfillment, healing, and stardom on its way to you. Might be happening slower than you want, so you're like, oh, it's not coming, but it's just let it take its time. Again, sorry, some of these guys I'm going to move through real quick. Every now and again, I'll try to drag it out. Just, I feel I'd rather get to everybody and answer the question than dilly-dally and beat around the bush. Hello, FN WYTC. What should you do about T? Would T and I make a good match? Would I be happy with him? Should I wait for J instead? Thank you. You seem a bit confused. So, and the reason I'm saying that is you're like T, and then you're like, but should I wait for J? Can I say neither? Can I say get busy? I know I'm 10 of Pentacles. Create your like castle. Why is that coming through? Create your own castle, your own kingdom. 10 of Pentacles is so much wealth, so much value. Focus your energy right now. And this isn't me saying nothing's going to happen with T or J. This is just me saying almost feels as if you might be distracting yourself in the illusions of like possible futures with T and J in order to escape your current living situation or something. And it's like focus on making your life better. And then you won't even have a question of a doubt whether to indulge or like what's going to happen with T or J. You'll be like, oh, I'll see when it happens, because your current present life will be so good that you're not really going to be living in, like, it just seems, I'm just getting an energy of like, you're not really seeing the value your every moment has. You're almost only enjoying moments when you have someone else around you. And so this 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups as well, is you going, oh, I like myself, I like my life. Oh, there's someone else here now too. Cool, great. But like, I was happy on my own. I wasn't even looking. And that's what it feels like. And to be honest with you, to be completely honest, I don't feel it's T or J. Because if it was, it's just going to be like, yep. Like, you're not going to introduce another person, but is it them? It's going to be obvious. And I don't mean in like a movie or book way of I've fallen in love at first sight. I mean it's going to be obvious in the case of, in comparison to everyone else is just crap. You'd be like, they don't see me the same way as this person sees me. We get each other. It's like a both way thing. And so the fact that you're in between, oh, are they going to do this? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? It feels like there's going to be a certainty coming into your world. But I know this sounds not what you want to hear. It's going to make you very happy to focus on what you can control, which is your current life and wealth and finances and money. Get rich. If you're not rich already, focus on getting rich, or just doing something for the pure seeing your own power or something. Like, do something so that you can go, yeah, I'm pretty powerful. I made this. I did this. I created this. In that, you'll probably meet your person. I'm not feeling it's T or J. I'm just getting so many question marks around that, like so much confusion. It shouldn't be confusing. Can I please have 2 cards? Cassie. Yes, you can. Or more if they come out, but we'll see. Ace of Swords. Or I guess you asked for 2. Let's just get 2. Okay. Ooh, you're getting clear on what you need to let go of. Very much huge clarity, authenticity, truth. 8 of Cups. Bye-bye. And there's something where you might get a message or a light bulb moment of a particular person in your life that you're like, oh my goodness. Why did I spend so much time with them or her? Or there could be clarity around a situation of, why did I spend so much time indulging in that thing? And it's just a light bulb of, I'm getting poison. Someone was poisonous to you. And that could be that, like, they genuinely hurt your health in some way, mental, physical, emotional. And you're just going to have a clarity of, before I met that person, or before I was around them, or before I was around this thing, whatever this is, I was okay. And it's only since they've popped up that I've entered a lot of, like, again, uncertainty or something. Because certainty and clarity to come in would imply that there has been a bit of uncertainty. So it does feel like, yeah, you're going to realize you were pretty clear about, like, your life path or something before someone else started to doubt it. And there's something about someone being kind of poisonous to you to not spend time, Queen of Swords, around them. Because I'm just getting this harsh energy of someone that is just brutal or something. And it's like whenever you're suddenly believing in yourself or wanting to do something, they say, ha, you can't do that. Because they can't. And they're projecting their own beliefs onto you. And so then you're going, well, I don't need to be around that negativity. Goodbye. Something about detaching in the near future for you, once you're just going to be so obvious to you. And you might be a little bit annoyed at yourself for not seeing someone for their true colours sooner, but it doesn't matter. If you knew sooner, you would have left sooner. Daniel Forever 01. Daniel. Love card for Jennifer and I. Love card for Jennifer. Daniel and Jennifer. Card for Daniel and Jennifer. Do I take the bottom one? You've got Page of Wands, Page of Cups. You've got 2 pages. Both of you are quite young, or at least when you're around each other, you're young and playful, which is really nice. You both might have 2 different communication styles. So this could be that energy of, like, you like physical touch, and Jennifer prefers words of affirmation kind of energy with that Page of Cups. But either way, you're both on the same energy of young at heart and letting yourself. You're wise enough to know the importance of staying and prioritizing your inner child is what's coming through. So you and Jennifer, I think, when it comes to love, 4 of Wands, the best thing you can do, if you and Jennifer aren't together, or if things are rocky, or if you're just wondering for, like, guidance to come together more, the best thing you can do is stay lighthearted, because life can be very serious as it is. It's dramatic, it's intense, it's chaotic. But when you're around each other, you get to just be children, you get to play, you get to have fun. Like, look, there's a picnic happening. There could be an engagement happening between you both in the near future, or in the far away future. I don't know why that's coming through. But 4 of Wands can also be buying a home, creating a home, making a house a home. But staying young is going to be the key to the success of the connection, and staying silly and childish and not letting things get heavy. And then it's almost like you'll be able to spot when either one of you becomes too heavy or serious, and be able to go, let's cut this out. let's get to the bottom of this. Whereas I think most people these days are just so serious and so, and again, it's not their fault necessarily because the world is so serious, but the best situation, I guess, in a partnership would be able to be like kids together, and to not take each other seriously, not take each other seriously, but to not have to take the world seriously when you're by each other's sides. You're safe to be silly without being judged. You're safe to have fun. You're safe to be goofy, to be like, you can't get embarrassed around each other. Like, I really like this energy, but just stay lighthearted. And you might have noticed between you both that things, whenever you do pull apart, it's because one of you has been going through something dramatic or intense. And there's this energy of like neither one of you know how to handle it because you just want them to be silly. And suddenly you feel like you need to put on a hat of seriousness, and there's something guiding you even in the intense times. Even when one of you's going through something, it's okay to stay lighthearted, because that's almost the energy that Jennifer or you are needing from the other, is the childlike spirit. So yeah, in balance. I don't mean playing around like at a funeral, but like there's a like a letting yourself, I mean, it also could be that there's a letting yourself, just to contradict, not take life seriously. Talia, nope, that might not be a name. It's not. Oh gosh, I can't say this name. Talis Senquay? Talis Senquay? Talis. It's probably really easy. Talis. Do you know what? I am so sorry. Why am I getting something about bees come through for you? Okay, let me get you some cards. King of Wands. Queen of Wands. So you've got a divine counterpart around you. I don't know if you're already in a relationship with this person. If you are in a relationship with this person, it almost feels like there could be lots of like butting heads because you're both similar. You're both like very fiery, and you're both wanting to express this fire, and this fire builds and builds between you, which is like really attractive and amazing in certain areas, and in other times it's just a lot of intense energy. The Devil card. If you're single, you're about to meet someone that matches your intensity. Very much contrasted to the reading I did before you, of like, oh no drama, keep things lighthearted. You and this person actually, like, you thrive on drama. It's interesting. It almost feels like Ace of Cups. So this could be a new lover coming in for you, but it's gonna be, why am I getting like Rip and Beth, if you've watched Yellowstone, of like Beth is quite, she doesn't hold back, and this is this energy between you two. Like, it's also a commitment to, even though both of you might be very fiery, you'll always come back together, which is really cool. Even though there might be drama, even though there might be obstacles, there's still this base safety net of going, it's all right. We've always got each other. Like, there isn't anything I can do to scare them off. And I think that's a big thing, because nowadays people can be very flighty and very much like, I guess it's because of dating apps or whatever, of like, oh, I can get someone else. It's all good, I can get someone else. This person has too many problems. Let me just go on my phone, take a second, there's a different one. But it's almost like there's this complete contrast to that of someone and you being like, I wouldn't want anyone else, I'm committed to you. Sure, we could both have other people, but we wouldn't have what we have with them, what we have with each other. It's a special, unique thing where you're committed to each other. With the High Priestess here, there's also High Priestess and the Hierophant, counterparts. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, counterparts. So there's a huge psychic or like a spiritual bond of you both being very powerful. Even if this person wouldn't admit it, you're both very powerful. I don't know if you're with this person or going to be with this person, but the intensity is so interesting because the person before you had such the opposite. This is intense. Yeah, I don't know what the message is here apart from if you're going through a rocky time with this person at the moment, just know that both of you are so committed to each other, it's always going to wind up okay. Yeah. I might put a sign on the screen saying to not send any more questions because I'm not sure how many there are to get through. Please don't send any more questions. I'm not sure if I'll get to them. For now, I'll put, because I might get to them all. Who knows? I have to do it as a Q&A because I'm not very smart. I don't know how to put writing on the screen. Otherwise, okay. Oops. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm about to scroll up now because I've lost it. Shoots. Oh wait, let me check who's the last person. Adverse Flower 34. Adverse Flower 34. You're the last one. I'll do. Sorry, it's gonna be a second. Damn, I've lost where I am. Beex, Cassie, Daniel. Chantel. Is it Chantel? Chantelaches? Chantel Hatches. Hatches. Will it work out with the guy I'm with right now? He even wants to start a business with me. Will he commit to me? Firstly, do you want to start a business with someone that you want to be with? Like, it's not. Sometimes it's just an energy of like entrapment, of then being a bit stuck, and then you don't know, are we still together because we want to be together, or are we still together because we've got a business together that's very successful? And so there might be a feeling here of guidance of, with the Queen of Swords, stay cold, stay detached. It's nice that you want to start a business, but be smart, stay smart. I think you are smart enough to, I think you've already rejected the idea or laughed about it or something, because even though it's like, oh, that sounds so good, let's talk about it, let's brainstorm, in practicality, like I'm saying, I think you would be successful to the point where you then doubt. I mean, it's up to you, right? It's whatever you want, but there's going to be this doubt of like, oh, are we together because we're together? Or are we together because we can't leave because we're chained by this business? 6 of Cups on the bottom. What was your question? Will it work out with the guy you're with right now? Will it work out with the guy you're with? There's a lot of fear around this, either your part or his part. 5 of Pentacles, there's like a fear of loss, a fear of betrayal. So you might have been through a lot in the past, or he, or both of you. So there's just a fear of like, when is this going to turn in my favor? Like, turn a 7 of Wands. Oh. That actually, I'm going to say, out of fear, feels almost like there is like, has he also spoke about like marriage or something? Even like half joking, because it just feels as if it's just wanting to protect. He's scared of you going. He's scared of losing you. So it's like, oh, we start this together. Anyways, is it going to work out between Chantel? 3 of Wands, the Moon. Whatever you're expecting. I think you're expecting it to work out. With the Moon here, though, there's mystery. There's something we're missing. There's something I'm missing, but it also feels like there's something you're missing here about this person, and there's something you have to uncover that he might be hiding or keeping secret from you. But what you're expecting to play out is true. What you're expecting to happen is true. So, 8 of Cups, 3 of Wands. Is he at a distance? Is there something about having to move closer or travel? Because there's something about walking away. So either you're expecting to want to walk away, and he's also afraid of that, or vice versa. You're expecting him to walk away and you're afraid that's going to happen. There's something here. something here, and the moon, I think it's all driven by, like, not seeing. You might be very good at seeing and predicting things in your life, in your career, in your friends, in your family's life, but you're not very good at seeing in your own, like, romantic life what's going to happen, and so then that's causing you to fear and think the worst. And so if you're thinking the worst and you're expecting things to go downhill soon because they're going way too well, that's going to happen. But if you're expecting the best and going, oh, I see opportunity here, I think this is going to work out, then it's whatever you're expecting. The law of expectation is a massive play for you right now. Ori Gang. Hello, Ori Gang. Again. Wasn't it Omni? Oh no, that was someone else. Ori Gang. That was quick. Queen of Wands. This is really big, but if I don't have it big, nobody reads it, so sorry. Maybe they'll read it now. There. Cards for Ori Gang. You got the Queen of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, and this is making me feel as if it's in your own power right now. It's in your own benefit to stay stubborn and stand your ground. You're very fiery. Regardless of your star sign, you're fiery. You're guided to not be shying away from your own fire and anger or something, and stand your ground. If someone's like, why are you so angry about this? Chill out. Stand your ground and say, I'm angry because ... There's something here of you. Why have I got itchy eye? Sorry. Random. There's something saying, like, stand in your power and don't leave. Basically. You could sometimes be very fiery and then you quickly go, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Or like, oh, I'm sorry, I need to chill out. And there's something saying, no, fully embrace your fiery, passionate, strong, powerful energy. Also, like, it's just attractive when you're yourself and you're unapologetic about it. And it's inspiring with that Queen of Wands to others watching. Whether they admit it or not to you, it's inspiring when you get to show up completely yourself and they go, oh, what is it about that person? Why is that Queen of Wands glowing? Why is that Queen of Wands really attractive? Why can I not take my eyes off of that Queen of Wands? And it's because that Queen of Wands is the only person in the room that is doing and saying and acting out of their genuine, like, mind and not being controlled by what they should say and do. CeCe Gaxiola. I'm confident that I've said that. I don't know if I've said it right, but I said it. Hi, Kristie. Could I have a reading on love and finance, please? You're great. Thank you so much. Okay. Love and finance. Firstly, you got Eight of Wands, then you got King of Cups. So I guess when it comes to love, you're about to have somebody, like, why am I getting infiltrating? Infiltrating? An influx? I don't know. There's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of back and forward conversations, understanding, communicating, and it's about feelings. So is this someone you're with and they're just a bit uncommunicative? They're about to step up their game. The reason I say they're uncommunicative is you've got change on the bottom of a massive 180. So if this is someone suddenly being very open with you, wanting to answer any questions you have, wanting to, like, a healthy back and forward, it's a massive change to you, which is why I'm saying probably you don't have that right now. Or if you're single and you've only dealt with people that are closed off, that are too cool to talk about feelings, this is someone that is too cool not to. They're so cool that it would be lame to be afraid to speak their heart, right? They're in the balanced place, and that's a big change, and it's a big fortunate, lucky thing for you to find this person that is completely open and wears their heart on their sleeve. And so either you're about to meet them or your person is shifting into being very comfortable with feelings and talking about them. What else? What about finance? You got Eight of Swords. You feel a lot more trapped than you are when it comes to your money. You might be thinking there's only a certain amount you can make each year, each month, each week. and there's something saying it's not true. And you see all these cards flying about. I'm actually seeing that as one of those like money machines with like there's that wind and that like they stand in a little box with the wind and there's money flying around. And so I do feel as if there's all this money flying around, but for some reason you're tied down and you're, oh, I can't accept, I can't take that, I can't take that. There's something where so either opportunities for money, new things are coming in, and you're going to feel as if for whatever reason you're not allowed it, or that you can't go after it, or that you can't take it, because I'm getting something about previous commitments, or like your current job or something. So it's up to you when it comes to your finances to go after something new and different and out of your normal... Why am I getting tax bracket? Out of your normal tax bracket, something new, that again, so that could be it. You might think you can't go after something because it's a lot bigger and will lead to a lot more, and you're like, I don't know if I could handle that. There's a lot of other things that come with that. I wanted more, but I didn't want that much more. I wanted more money, but not that much. I can't handle. And there's something saying like, don't hold yourself back from your full potential, and you're not stuck where you are when it comes to your money. There is going to be new opportunities flying at you, loads of them. Like you're in a money machine, so put your hands out and be ready to catch. Do you know, like, because at the moment you think you're tied down, but she's not actually tied. She's not tied at all. She's just playing the part. And so especially if you're around other people and surrounded by other, especially with that Five of Swords, you could be around someone else in particular that is very much like a lack mindset, and they've made you believe the same thing of like, oh, money's hard to get, opportunities hard to find. And now there's this switch up happening, I think, where you could have already stepped into this of going, there's opportunities all around me, I can create them, I can make a business right now, I can do this, there's plenty of ways new money's coming in, and it's just a switching from a lack mindset to an abundance mindset that you're about to step into, where I think especially Wheel of Fortune was sitting on the bottom before, so that's also again about like a lucky win and money coming at you. So I feel like there's definitely an increase in your finances coming, but you have to be open to like accepting, because if the universe already knows that you're not going to be open to new opportunities or new jobs, it's not going to bother sending them your way. It's so there's something about you opening up your hands. Also in meditation, if you meditate, you should. If you're not, you should. And then there's something about keeping your hands open, saying like, universe, I'm ready. Give it to me. Show me how good it can get. Patrice Chang, thank you. That was really helpful. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, you put a pineapple emoji. Does that mean the pineapple resonated for you? LMC2375. Any good message for me or whatever comes out? Thank you, Kristie. Let's see. Any good messages for you? Ace of Swords and the King of Swords. There's something about you stepping into a more powerful role in some way. So this could be in your business or in your job, in your career, of people going, let's not mess with you. Let's not mess with you because you look serious. You look like you mean business. You look like you could, your words hold weight after maybe a time of people not taking your words seriously or not seeing your intelligence. King of Swords is the smartest. So something about people finally being very clear about you don't play around, you don't mess around, and you're a lot smarter than they originally thought you were. Something about with the Ace of Swords is going to be a message you receive or clarity coming in around your career, around your job, around, I'm seeing just like, to be honest, I'm seeing you sitting around like a dinner table and then telling like family or friends like, oh, I've got a promotion. I've got this, I've got news. Ace of Swords is like a message, and then it's also news of you wanting to communicate that. And then the King of Swords just feels like you being appreciated for your intelligence and what your mind is like. After not being appreciated, you're suddenly going to be very much appreciated. Plucky John, holy cow, spot on. I got too many guitars. So do I. That's so funny. Shakra B, hi, could I get a reading on an individual that appeared in my dream? I think the colour green and essence is significant, if that helps. Shakra B. A reading on an individual that appeared in your dream. I like this. This is different. You got Seven of Swords firstly. So I almost feel as if, oh, Eight of Wands, you might hear from this person very soon. Seven of Swords seems as if nothing completely ended. Nothing, like, the person that appeared in your dream, it feels as if there's this in-between phase of you not having much clarity with that Seven of Swords. Of you being like regardless of whether this is a love partner, a family member, an old friend that you've not heard from, there was never a solid ending or oh, when did we stop talking, or like there's something here. So maybe they're already still in your life, but there might be an energy of you subconsciously questioning if this is your friend still. Are they a friend to me or not? Do they think about me or not? What am I to them? There's this questioning energy, this confusion, this uncertainty, and then there's this almost them wanting to message you and then sneaking off and going, no, I won't, and then they've just turned up in your dreams instead. Or you've been wanting to message them and reach out to them, and then instead of doing that, it's like you're meeting in dream world instead, dreamland. I actually get a magical feeling, almost like you're both probably dreaming about each other. Five of Wands. You're both conflicted. You're both like, well, I want to reach out. I want to communicate. I kind of get this energy of saying, like, you could communicate to this person. You could communicate to this person. It's going to give you a lot of answers. The Emperor, Seven of Pentacles. Again, you're in control. The Emperor, you're the boss. If you want to talk to them, talk to them. Let go of whether or not they reply, but it might be more about you being able to communicate your side of a story or your world to them, and just being like leaving it up. If they reply, they reply. But I've said my 2 cents, and I've handled what I can handle. I've controlled what I can control. The rest isn't up to me. And like releasing control after doing what you can, because right now there's more you can do with this individual than what you've done. There's more you could say. There's more you could communicate. More you could try. If you want to, it's up to you, but there might be something telling you right now, no, I can't do that, right? I'm getting this energy straight away as I'm saying this. If you're going, I can't do that because they did this and they were the last person to communicate and this, or they've already ignored this, and then there's something saying, control what you can control, say what hasn't been said, and then be able to let go of it. Because I'm just getting like, knock on that door one more time or something. And if this is someone that's passed away popping up in your dream, write them a letter. Again, there's something you can communicate, even if like leave it up whether or not you receive any intuitive communication back. Leave it up to the fates, but it seems as if you still have control to write this person a letter. You can still say something that was left unsaid. It's something you've been waiting to have the opportunity to say, and it's almost like, well, you can say it. Well, like, do it. Lucky Star 777, will I get my own home this year? Will Lucky Star 777 yes? That was uncertain, wasn't it? That was very uncertain. Let me get you one more card. You're going to have the opportunity to get your own home this year. It's going to be up to you whether or not you do it, because it almost feels as if it's going to be... number 5 is significant, but also it feels as if you'll be able to get your own home, but it will, like, there's a better one next year. Does that make sense? Like, you can afford a nicer one in a year from now. And you don't want to be moving this year and then moving in January. With fortune, change. Things are changing, and yeah, so you're going to have the chance and the opportunity to move, but it's going to be up to you whether to somehow... Oh, it's so interesting. It's all, with that Wheel of Fortune, the World card, completion of a cycle, moving, judgment, it's up to you. It's like, you're going to be able to, if that's what you really want, you're going to have that. But it seems like you'll be in this position of so close to what you want. So close to being the house of your dreams, or the house that you can afford, or the house, and then you just go, there's something better. And like, but it's up to, if you really want it, you can have it. It's almost like you might settle for it because you're so entranced by having your own home. But if you were patient, there's one that meant for you. That's even better. RKLOS 11. Collective read for those in this live. Oh, good idea, good idea. Okay. A little collective read, let's do it. 7 of Swords, the Chariot, Page of Cups, Queen of Wands. So, for the collective, the Chariot is sitting as the first card. So the Chariot is major success, transformation, traveling, multitasking. A lot of you are going to be given the opportunity to travel soon, or there's something traveling towards you, something on its way to you. And it's something that if you do it, it's almost, I'm getting non-disclosure agreement. So there could be an opportunity coming where you have to then be very sneaky, or not sneaky, but just very careful with who you tell. And because it's very surprising. It's a happy surprise, whatever this thing is, but it's also something very different to what you'd usually do. So a lot of you watching right now, there's going to be an opportunity coming to you, but it's, you're sneaking away to do it. You also might take time off work or something, and that's also why you're sneaking, because you might not be able to get paid time off or something, so you pull sickies. I don't know, does that make sense? Like there's something a bit, there's something a bit sneaky about your energy and traveling, and so it's, yeah, your colleagues or school, if you're in school still, they could all be like, aren't you sick? Why does your snap map say you're in Africa? Like, there's something about traveling here and something about doing it on the sly. And then Page of Cups is like, it's actually a happy thing. It's a happy surprise. And there's something about you gaining a lot of confidence doing it. And again, there's that traveling. And it's going to be a very smooth journey, smooth sailing. Even if you're like about to embark on an opportunity that is quite big and important, it doesn't mean that the journey or the path is going to have to be very difficult, if that makes sense. Like, it could be a massive exciting opportunity, but it's still going to be very easy for you to be able to live up to what expectations are. Lucky Star, will I be in a relationship this year? Will Lucky Star be in a relationship this year? Page of Wands and the Death card. Yep, I actually do feel you will be. It seems like it will start, could be a rebirth of something that was just very young, or someone from when you were younger with that Page of Wands, because someone very young and very flighty. And then with that Death card, it's like somebody's had a complete change. Someone's had a complete shift. Something's changed them. And you could be under the intention, or under the mindset, under the understanding, what am I trying to say? You could be of the belief that people don't change. When you re-encounter this person, you'll suddenly change your mind, because they're completely different. Also, there's also like a rising from the ashes of you becoming more spontaneous and playful and fun when you enter this relationship, and you being a lot more like playful, which is funny because someone else had a similar reading, but this is a page, and the Page of Wands in particular is spontaneous, adventurous, curious, and follows the curiosity. And so it's almost like somebody, a relationship is going to come in, and the biggest thing in this relationship is going to be them showing you you're allowed to have fun and be spontaneous and live and adventure and explore. It seems like a massive kind of shift for you, to get to kind of say goodbye to having to do everything. Why am I getting like a schedule? Like you might be someone that's very organized, and someone's going to teach you to be a lot less organized and more free flowing. Classic movies and radio shows. Hello again. I've not seen you in a bit, have I? Just wanted to wish you a wonderful weekend. God bless you. Thank you so much. I'm still going to get you cards. But I hope you're having a wonderful weekend too, if it's the weekend for you. Let me get you even just one card. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, what good card to get? So obviously, you know what that means. Massive luck, massive change, but it's positive and it's a 180. So anything right now that isn't going your way is about to go your way. Things are moving. And there could be an energy here for some reason. It might be an area of your life where you feel very stagnant and nothing has moved. In love, in career, in... why am I getting entertainment? Weird. Maybe that just means what you do for entertainment, what you do for fun, what entertains you. But there's going to be a massive change for the better in whatever was lacking. I'm getting like a real dark energy. A specific area of your life felt a little bit dark. And then it's that where you're like, oh, that's never going to change. I messed it up. There's something where you take a lot of accountability, but it's not always the case that it's your fault. And there's this darkness around this of you going, oh, that was my fault. That's not going to change. And then it changes. And so then when it changes, you go, oh, maybe it wasn't my fault. Maybe it can't have been my fault because now it's getting better as this person's doing this or this is happening and this. So maybe that was never my fault. There's this feeling of you, I think also stop taking so much accountability all the time for things that are actually other people's problems or something. Bold Beauty 310, thank you. General reading, please. Will I pass my test in April? Let's see. Will Bold Beauty pass the test in April? Four of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, yep. Nine of Cups is being very proud of yourself. Four of Pentacles is you being very stubborn. So it's almost like you're going to refuse to not pass the test, if that makes sense. And an energy here of you, if there's anything that... I get this energy that there's going to be something on the test that someone says that's wrong and you go, no, it's not, check again. Does that, with this Four of Pentacles, it's going to be in your best favour to say that. Can we just double check that that's wrong? Because it's like, it's almost like you might be reading or studying or learning the new facts and the test is based on like years and years ago's information and they're going to mark you wrong when you're right for the present day facts. Does that make sense? I don't know, it's such a weird thing to come out with, but it's like you're refusing to not get the points that you've earned, to not pass this test, and you're going to be very proud of yourself. You might be nervous to receive the results with the Page of Swords. There's a little bit of nerves, or maybe just obviously nervous for the test, but there's something saying, just believe you're going to pass it. Believe you can do it and you will. And that may sound cheesy or silly, but it's honestly the case here if you really standing your ground. Oh, I also get the energy, not to say anything negative, don't take this onto you. I feel like you're going to have like a morning of this test of like, oh, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to fail anyway. Like this is feeling of you going in really like potentially pessimistic and like, oh no. Like this feeling of you not being the most positive, or you could even start the test off and go, oh no, and there's something saying to you, no. Like, stay believing in yourself, no matter if you've had a bad morning, no matter if it doesn't go off to the best of starts, it's gonna work out. Stand your ground, okay? There's something about staying stubborn, standing your ground, because afterwards you're just, this Nine of Cups being proud. So, which means to me, to be proud of yourself means you're passing. And yeah, even if something starts off rocky, or you just go, oh my gosh, this happened and this happened, it's not going to work, it's going to be sweet. I don't say that to scare you, I say it for you to know. Sometimes we can give up without fully actually knowing, oh, that would have actually worked out if I'd stayed. Does that make sense? So you might be, I'm just going to walk out of here. And it's like, no, stand your ground. Tiffany Heart 12, message from Spirit Team. You've got the Chariot. Travel more, move about more, or the Chariot is success and multitasking. I'm getting something about double your expectation of yourself, double the idea of the life you want to live, the success you want to have. There might be an energy here of you not being the most like motivated by your ambitions at this time, and it's because you're meant for more. Double it. So you could be, let's say on your vision board you've got like, this is just an example, because when I think of motivation, I think of a vision board, but you might not have a vision board. But there's something where it's like whatever it is you're aiming to do at this time, or accomplish or succeed in, it's not like your spirit team wants you to expect more from yourself, because this is major success. And I'm just getting the energy that for your spirit team to be like, look at all of this major success. For that to come out, it's like, look at what you're going to do. Look at what you're capable of. There's big stuff coming. You just don't see it. And so double it. So if that's a vision board with a car on it, but it's just a car of, how do I put it? What's like an average car, like a Golf. And you're like, I'm going to buy a new car this year, and it's a Golf. No offense, Golfs, it's just the first thing that came in my head. It's like, actually double it. Change it. Make it a nice car. Ferrari or something. Think of, I mean, that's probably more than double, but you know what I mean? Like something that is a carrot to dangle for you to go, I want that, and motivate you, and know that you can have that Ferrari, or you can have whatever that thing is. Just think of bigger. Think bigger and better. Your spirit team knows you can have it if you were to go after it. But if you're not, it's almost like, look, if she wasn't playing this game, how is she going to win? So it's like, put yourself in the game. Oh, Shizzle. Hello again. Hi, Kristie. Could I gain some insights from the person on my mind? Oh, Shizzle. Person on your mind. 4 of Wands. Engagement. Somebody is also very matched to you. This is like a twin flame card, if you believe in twin flames. It's 11-11. Mirroring. You could be seeing 11-11 a lot. You're thinking of them, they're thinking of you, kind of thing. 9 of Cups. The Magician. 3 of Wands. 3 of Cups. Person on your mind, I'm getting a feeling of you have no clue. You also have 3 of Pentacles on the bottom, so you have 3 threes. The only 3 you're missing is the 3 of Swords, which you don't really want. So 3 threes, you could be seeing 3 a lot. 3 could be significant. 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. There's something you're kind of clueless about between you both. 9 of Cups, 4 of Wands. You only have positive cards here. The Magician. What are you manifesting? What are you seeing? What are you feeling into existence? Because I almost feel like something's going to play out a lot better than you're expecting. And again, you've got the 9 of Cups. So there's something of you being very proud of how you're handling, or how you will handle this connection in the future. And like how you manipulate things to make them turn in your favor. And manipulate can sound really bad, but it just feels like you being the manipulator of the energy. The one pulling the strings of the energy. If anything ever starts to turn conflict or anything between you both, you're able to then change the energy and change what you're giving in order for them to. Does that make sense? You're the one pulling the strings. I don't know why it's coming through. So also I feel like that's kind of telling me that you're the one, this person in their eyes is kind of waiting for action from you. They're expecting action from you. And you're like, oh no, it's give and take. It's this is collaboration. So this is you going, yeah, but I gave to you last time, so now you need to give to me. This person's like, yeah, but I need confirmation. This is so interesting. Both of you are waiting for the other person. And then with the 9 of Cups here, whatever plays out in the future, you're going to be friends at least. At the very least, you're going to be very good friends with that 3 of Cups. But there's something where you'll both be proud of the connection, of the, like, why am I getting off the fight? So it's almost like of the refusal to give up on the connection. You're going to be proud of that fact, because it can be very easy, as I was saying before, for people to kind of just fly away and move on to other people. Whether this is a friend or a lover, it's easy to in this day and age, give up and meet other people. And so it's going to be a very much source of pride for you both to have such a long-standing, happy, healthy, beautiful, unique connection. I think they see the power in this connection just as much as you do. They see the magic with that magician just as much as you do. Pretty Girl 3655. Oops. So's about that. Pretty Girl 3655. You've got the Page of Cups. Pretty Girl. And then, look at the Pretty Girl. Funny. Ace of Wands, Page of Cups. Something's going to surprise you. Something's going to shock you, Pretty Girl. I don't know what your question was. I can't see anything. But there's something that's going to be a very happy surprise to you. And it's also going to light you up from the inside out and give you a lot of excitement and zest for life. So for me to say that, you might not be feeling that excited about your life recently until this surprise thing comes in. It could be a person, could be a message, could be anything popping into your life out of the blue, out of nowhere. There's going to be a time in your life where you're like, oh my gosh. What did I do before I met this person? What did I do before that happened to me? What did I do before this occurred? It's a happy surprise. You're not expecting it. Even if you're very psychic and you predict or you see things coming, if it's not psychic, you're just very smart and recognize patterns. And you're like, even if you usually expect things, this is completely unexpected to you. And it's going to very much make you more, like, excited for life. I don't know how else to put it. And with the lovers on the bottom, it could be a new lover or your person surprising you by kind of pulling their act together or something. I don't know, but there's something exciting that you're not expecting, so I don't want to ruin it by giving you too many details. Sideshow Stace. Sideshow Stace. You've got Ace of Pentacles. Again, there's no question showing, so I'm just doing it. Hierophant and the Ace of Pentacles. It looks like there's going to be a new commitment. Now, Ace of Pentacles is my marriage card. Sometimes I see it as like a box, like a ring, engagement ring, sorry. And then Hierophant is commitment. So either you're getting engaged or committing to someone very soon. It doesn't have to be engaged, but it could just be making a deeper commitment in a relationship. Or if you're completely single, it looks like it's a work commitment coming in, but there's a new opportunity, there's a new proposal, right? And so that could be a proposal of a certain contract, but there's a major commitment, there's something big. And there's also a feeling here of like something bigger is at play with that Hierophant, something almost godlike or something, even if you don't believe in God, it's almost one of those just serendipitous things where you're like, oh my gosh, everything was leading to this moment. Everything was leading to me being given this opportunity. And everything, if anything had happened differently, I wouldn't be where I'm standing today. Like there's this huge kind of epiphany moment of not really wanting to change anything because it would change the whole course of your life and you wouldn't end up. So there's something very nice that obviously is coming in if you don't want to change anything that's led you here. Even the good and the bad. You don't want to change a thing. Alex, is it healthy for me to remain single long term? That's a very interesting question. Because it almost feels like, why does this feel kind of tricky to me? Like, is it healthy for you, like, regardless of if it's healthy or not, when your person comes in, Alex, you're not going to want to stay single. Because I think this is the energy I'm getting. I almost get like your universal guides are kind of laughing at this. Of you like trying to like preemptively decide, I'm going to be single long term. And then someone's going to pop up. Like, because it's healthy for you to be single, of course. If it's like your most... Yeah, if there's no one that is floating your boat, it's healthy for you to stay single rather than settle for someone that isn't matching you or meeting you. It's much better to stay single. And then I very much feel like this isn't in your court to decide. I know you don't want to hear that because you're like, yes, I am. It's my decision. When you meet this person, when you meet your person, you're going to go, ha, I thought I wanted to be alone forever. Card for Alex, 3 of Wands. Whatever you're expecting to happen is wrong. The Moon, yep, mystery, things unseen. I really like your energy. I want to make that a point, by the way. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the fact that you've got your guides laughing at you and that you're just kind of like in the dark with that moon card. Because like there's something very victorious, very positive coming in where you're just like, you're going to be going, what a silly thing for me to have thought of, like, if only I'd known. But also I can understand it because of the situation and the relationships you might have been in where you're like, yeah, I don't want to do that again. I'd rather be single long term. But then it's almost, yeah, I feel as if sooner rather than later, when you decide, because I'm not going to lie, I do see you going, I'm going to be single now. I want to be alone. I want to, like, there's something where you're going to make that decision. And then, not long afterwards, what you don't see is victory of success. So it's just one of those typical things. Wheel of Fortune. So it is healthy. It's healthy if there's no one floating your boat. It's not even a question. It's healthy for you to stay single rather than settle. But I think a lot of people do just jump from person to person because they're afraid to be alone. But you're not going to do that. But what you are going to do is decide to be single and then meet your forever person. Shaylee 111. Can I get whatever message is most important for me to hear right now? Yes, that's such a good... Oh, I love that you put 777 in as well. Thank you so much. That's such a... I love that. Okay. What's most important for Shaylee at this time? 9 of Cups, the World. I love this. This is kind of the card of the day of this live stream is 9 of Cups. So you're about to make yourself very proud is the energy. You might have been disappointed or beaten yourself up about things in the past that you didn't succeed in as much as you were hoping to. And I really want you to know, you're being guided to know it was meant to be that way because you're now going to make yourself proud in a complete other part of the world or in a complete other phase of your life. And you couldn't have done this if you hadn't have failed at those other things. And it was never failure. It was never failure. It's important to be able to try and fail. But it's not you being a failure is what I'm trying to say. It's just you having the courage to keep trying new things. And there's something now where you're going to make yourself very proud because of that. And you couldn't make this success, worldly success, massive success is on its way to you. But it's being like made a point to you that the disappointment or the lack of that success is what it took to get to this. Is what it took. So don't beat yourself up. Don't feel like it's not coming. Don't feel like you're not going to make anything of yourself or your life because of the lack of it. Because it's going to take the lack of it to get it. And it's coming. It's coming. It's not, I don't know. I just feel like there's a feeling, Ace of Pentacles. Like there's a career change or there's a massive life shift with this World card. It's big stuff. It's closing out an old cycle. And you're going to make yourself proud to be able to end a certain phase of your life and move into something new. And it could be around career or job. It doesn't have to be a new opportunity. But like I'm saying, don't refuse to take a new opportunity because in the past opportunities fell through. Could be an opportunity that looks a lot similar to something you took in the past. I'm getting chef come through for some reason. Obviously, most likely won't be that, but I just feel as if, let's say you were given an opportunity to work at a restaurant and it was terrible, it was terrifying, it was horrible, and there's something now where there's going to be a similar opportunity, come and cook for us, come and, and then you're going to go, oh no, that was bad, I failed at that. And now there's this end of this cycle here of you basing your abilities or your success in the future on what you didn't achieve in the past. Time and space. No read for me tonight. I'm just listening. Thank you so much, Time and Space. Thank you for always coming on to this. I really appreciate it. I will probably give you one in a minute though, if I get through everyone, but I'll take you up on it. Foreign Farewell. I feel like I'm in the world's biggest holding pattern for the last year. Is there a message I'm missing? You feel like you're in the world's biggest holding pattern? That's such an interesting thing to say. Okay. Is there anything you're missing? Queen of Swords. 3 of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. if you want to break free of the phase you're currently in, there's something about separating yourself from the people you're currently surrounding yourself with. With the Queen of Swords being get your sword out, be more ruthless, and the Three of Cups being friends, and I just feel as if with the Knight of Pentacles, it's almost as if you've put your, like, your path and your future and your ambitions on the back burner and prioritized certain individuals that have distracted you. And in order to then not, like, it almost feels like, in your defense completely, it's like, well, these are my people. These are my people, they come first. But then it almost feels as if there's a lack of balance of you going, I am my person, and I have my life, I have my journey, I have my path that goes in a different direction to where these people are going. And now I think it's time for you to be more decisive and more calculated in your you time and your friendship time. That's a really weird thing to say, but you're healing, like, boundaries, I guess, is what's coming through. Healthy boundaries of, because I'm just getting this energy. Say you're a musician and you're constantly in your garage cooking up some beautiful music, but these people know, oh, it's all good because you're in your garage, I'm going to come around and hang out. It feels like people overstepping boundaries when it was your time to progress, and then you just feel a bit stuck because nothing was moving, because whenever you were, it just feels as if, I'm just getting, you need time to cook, right? Like that energy of, let him cook, let her cook. She's up to something, let her do it. And it's now going to be your energy of your time of take your time back and say no. If someone's like, can I come around and hang? And instead of you going, oh, it'd be really fun to do that, it's time for you to go, tomorrow, or on the weekend, or whatever it may be, and placing a boundary and saying no. I'm in, like, I'm really encapsulated, or I'm really in my, like, I'm on a roll here, sorry. Can we do it another time? There's something about breaking free of, yeah. Finding that balance. And being able to say no to things that are fun, or, like, you might have a fear of missing out on things, but it's like, something about the friends or the people around you are going down completely different paths, so they don't see that they are distracting you from your path or something. And it's up to you, it's not on them, obviously, it's up to you to be able to not let them distract you. Chantel, I asked a question already, but not sure if it will work out with the guy I'm seeing, and if we will have the success in the home improvement business. I think I already answered about the business thing. Not sure if it will work out with the guy, actually. I mean, I already kind of answered this, but I'm going to try and see if we can get you any more clarity, obviously. Let's see. 7 of Swords, 6 of Swords. So 7 of Swords is sneaky energy. 6 of Swords is you, like, your main priority, what I'm feeling that you're being guided right now, is your own safety, your security, your calm, your inner peace. Prioritize you above this connection, and you're going to be sweet, and the connection's going to be sweet. But it just feels as if right now, why am I getting a feeling like you're overly going to be jumping when he says jump? Does that make sense? Like, do this, and instead of you going, oh, for me to do that, I've got to do this, 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 and this, and this, and this is going to hurt, and this is going to make me, oh, and this, I've got to sacrifice this to do this, but I need to do it because it's for him. Like, there's something where you might bend over backwards, I guess. And there's this energy here with 7 of Swords of you would bend over backwards, or have, or could in the future potentially bend over backwards, but then be like, oh no, it's all good. It was no stress, it was no problem. Like, there's this energy of you doing that, and so I guess there's a thing here with the 5 of Wands as well, of making sure that if things are going to run smoothly, you have to be less, it's not people pleasing. overly accommodating or something, right? And there's something where you're going to have to find balance if you want things to work out. But at the moment, it's making me a bit like on edge that you don't feel safe enough to communicate and say, that would be too much for me right now. This, like, there's something of you in the near future, if this hasn't already come to be, there's something where it would be guided for you to get comfortable saying no, or saying, yeah, I'll make it work, but it's going to be difficult, or just being a lot more open and authentic in communication. Not to say you've been inauthentic, but it just seems like you've been too busy being nice, or being like, oh, I don't want him to think I went out of my way. And it's like, well, why not? Because if he goes out of his way for you, he'll probably tell you. He'll probably make it known. He went out of his way to do that. So make it known. If you go out of your way, if you're trying something, if it's real hard, or if it could be anything. It could just be to get to a date, right? And it was, and also getting that energy of, oh, you look nice, and you're like, oh, I just threw it on, right? And it's that kind of vibe of, like, not that specifically, but it's that vibe of, you tried, you didn't just throw it on. And if it was the other way, he would have said, thanks, I tried, I picked it out. I spent ages like worried. And there's something about being more open with anything that's a struggle, or that's not as easy as you make it look. Especially with Six of Swords being like calm and ease, and Seven of Swords being a bit of like dodginess and lying. Yeah, be a bit more open when things are difficult for you, and that could just be in general together. Not so much about materialistic things, but just if you're struggling or if things are difficult, if you're battling yourself or anything, the biggest thing in this connection is going to be for you to be open about it, in order for there not to be any, like, because people can feel when your energy is a bit shifty, but they might not know the reason why, and they might take it on as, oh, have I done something? Is this what they're lying for? Or is this and this? Is this what they're keeping from me? So if you're able to be open and just go, oh, it's a me problem. It's a me thing. This is why it was difficult. This is why this is bothering me. Or this could also be vice versa. This could be completely on him, of just acting like things are easy when they're not. But it's up to you. It's take it as it is, isn't it? But there's a need for more authentic, open communication between you for things to work. And it might not be pretty, but it's going to be a lot prettier than building up like a volcano and eventually exploding. Pay No Mind 17. Hello. How does the guy at work feel about me? Thanks. Weird noises outside. How does the guy at work feel about you? Pay No Mind 17. Judgment. He's still deciding. You're hard to read. Which is the best thing to be. However, it could be also because of this person. He could be bad at reading people, and he's been misled in the past. So then he's a bit cautious about deciding how he thinks and feels about people, because he's been wrong before and read very wrong. So now he's very much judgment call. It's almost like he's being called towards you. You might, there's something weird about the way, like the distance between you both. I don't know why that's coming through. It might be still in the future to come, but there's something weird about the distance. Either you find him and you standing like really close randomly, or awkwardly like far away, and both of you are like, I don't want to look too keen and stand near him, like, or it could be like sitting down next to each other, and you're like, what's the normal amount of distance to sit on a bench beside this person? And I don't know, something weird about distance between you both. Anyways, something he doesn't know yet. And again, it's probably half and half. Firstly, you're mysterious and you're not like plastic. You're not out of a packet, so you're not just easy to read. This is it, here's your instructions. You're mysterious, and there's a lot to you, and there's a lot of depth. And even the people that know you well still haven't even begun to got to know you. So, of course, he's going to be a bit kind of more interested probably in figuring you out than figuring out what he feels about you or what he thinks about you. He's more interested in just figuring you out and what makes you tick. And also then half of it, the other half is fear of, I think there's an attraction here between you both, but then there's just this fear of, oh, in the past, whatever he's been called to has kind of gone wrong, gone sour. So it's him going, okay, is this a trick? Am I called to this, or is it a trick? Is it a test? It's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of like, I'm seeing someone on the fence, keeps coming through, he's on the fence about it. But not because of anything you've done, but just because of the mystery, your beautiful mystery. The Cataclysmic Awakening. I'd love a card on love, or whatever comes out for my greatest good if possible. Thanks, love. A card on love. 5 of Wands. Queen of Wands, 2 of Cups. Ooh, I feel like there's actually, like, in love, are you in a relationship? Are you in a connection with that soulmate card? If there's been some rockiness, please know everything's meant. I don't know why I just said that. Everything's mint, everything's perfect, everything's gonna be good. Embrace the rockiness, embrace the passion, because it's almost like, I know you might not want to hear this, especially if it has been a bit of intense drama, but it's almost like, we don't fight, we don't get angry if we don't care, right? I'd walk away, wouldn't you? If I didn't care about someone, I would just go, bye. Not worth the effort, not worth the fight, moving on. But when you care about someone, you fight for it. And so there's an energy here of embrace the fact that there is a bit of fighting or a bit of butting heads because of the fire, because of the care, because of the passion. If you're single, this might be someone and you that does in the future butt heads a little bit, but it's very important when I say this, don't blow it out of proportion. It's nothing like problematic. It's just, it could even be banter, play fighting, but it's more about like, both of you, not only do you feel safe to disagree, rather than just play nice or, oh, okay, yeah, I do get that, when you don't, like, you refuse to pretend that you're on someone's side or on someone's wavelength. You refuse to just agree. You refuse to, you know, be swayed or something. You know what you know, and someone else can know what they know, and you can agree to disagree, but you will not be pretending to agree. And I think someone else is the same way, and it's very attractive because you're both not easily bought. I don't know why that's coming through. Anyways, so when this comes in, it's just actually, I feel something here is still hanging around about saying it's a good thing to have passion in a connection. If they didn't care, they wouldn't make a fuss. So I think someone might make a lot of fuss of you, or a lot of, and it could be that they're fighting for you. Or does that make sense? Like, let's say there's something going on at work or in friends, and this person might make drama of it, and you'll be like, no, don't make a deal out of it. Don't, no, it's okay, it's fine. And it's like, no, they're fighting for you, and this could irk you because you're like, no, I can fight for myself. I would have addressed it if I wanted to, I didn't. And it's just saying, even though this person might cause a little bit of kerfuffle, it's because they care. So if there is something happening and you don't want them to make a deal out of it, don't tell them. Which isn't good advice. Be open. Be open with them. But just know, if you tell them about something someone said to you, even if it's like a stranger, like you're like, oh my gosh, this guy outside just said this. If you don't want them to go and get in a fight, don't tell them. Matt S2S. How does my ex Kate feel about me right now? So we don't have any cards of feelings showing up. We have Queen of Pentacles. I think your ex is very in selfish mode, in a good way for her. In a, like, not, I'm not saying your ex is selfish. I'm saying she's in self-prioritizing, self-love, self-indulging in a good way. There's a bit of closed offness, 9 of Wands, and then 10 of Wands. I think if you're expecting to hear from this ex, give it 10 weeks, 4 months, give it a chunk of time before you hear from this person again, because it feels as if she's very much in, this is like homebody energy. Even if she's going out, she's still reclusive in who she gives her emotions and time to. She's very much, I'm just getting self-preservation come through. When it comes to how she's feeling about you, I literally don't think she's feeling anything, because she's not focusing on you right now, she's focusing on her. And I don't mean that in a harsh way, I just mean it in like, yeah, I'm sorry if that comes across harsh, because I'm sure she has feelings, but I think her energy right now is not focused on you in the slightest. But she might feel that you're focused on her, and that might be why. Like, she doesn't need to think about you because you're already thinking about her or something. 9 of Wands, closed offness, wounded warrior, moving on, letting go. And that's why I'm getting this feeling. It's not until she's kind of let go of a guard or a wall up or a protective thing that you'll then kind of connect a little bit again. But I'm not seeing much. I think there's a lot happening within her home life with that Queen of Pentacles in the home. 9 of Wands being like protecting a wall around you. It just seems very secluded, very isolated, very isolated. Double. And 10 of Wands is like moving on, moving away. Like, there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening that you might not know about, that she's overcoming, or vice versa. Maybe it's you and she doesn't know. But yeah, maybe it's you that's getting over a lot of stuff that she doesn't know about. But either way, I know that you asked how she's feeling, but it just doesn't look like there's many feelings, apart from obviously like attraction, or maybe missing you, or maybe missing certain sides and missing like the connection you had. There's no actual feelings. Like, she's not feeling necessarily sad, because she's very much distracted by her current environment. Adverse flower 34. Oh, you were the last one. But I'll try to get to a few more because I've got time. Adverse flower 34. 2 people have spoken out against the possibility of me and Nathan. I think they are making it up. Will he and I become a couple soon? And will he visit me next week? 2 people have spoken out against the possibility of me and Nathan. I think they're making it up. Huh. Making it up? Making what up? Does that mean... have they said something about Nathan's past or his intentions or something towards you? I'd go straight to the horse's mouth. Is that saying? Make sure if you see him next week, you bring it up with him. Let's see. But do it in person. If you bring up certain rumours that people have said, do it in person. Because sometimes when you message someone, you can't really see their initial, like, shock factor or read their face to see if they're making up lies. So if you bring this up, bring it up face to face. Because not only is that also going to make you very attractive, because you're confident enough to deal with stuff head on and not be, like, shying away from certain conflicts. You're just going to be like, is it true? Cassandra and blah, blah, blah said this. And you're allowed to question. If he's like, how dare you think that? You're allowed to be curious. You're allowed to ask questions. You're allowed to ask for his side of the story. It's better to ask than not know. Let's see what's happening between you and Nathan. What's going to happen between you and Nathan? 5 of Swords reversed. Oh, okay. Page of Swords sideways. 5 of Wands, drama, Devil. I'm going to say to you, is Nathan worth it? It's not funny, but it's me saying, because I feel like if I told you what I want to say right now, you're not going to believe me. So I will say to you, is he worth the drama? And if he's worth the drama, carry on. Carry on. Otherwise, I see a lot more drama coming. I can't lie. I can't lie at all. You've got 5 of Wands, drama. You've got 5 of Swords, like reversed. Now, upright, this is unnecessary conflict. So that's necessary conflict. Right next to another card of conflict. So that's double drama. Then you've got the Devil of toxicity. I almost feel like this could be the type of person that you'll notice if you talk to him about anything. He's got a lot of stories. He's got a lot of stories of crazy exes or crazy this, crazy that, crazy that. And it's one of those energies of like, how is it possible that every single one of this person's exes are crazy and he's never had anything to do with that? Is it potentially possible that he... And that's just an example. I'm not saying he had crazy exes. I'm not saying he's going to say that in particular, but I feel like there is a lot of drama surrounding this person. That is like, how do you have that much conflict in your life? How do you constantly get wrapped up in this situation? And don't get me wrong, there's people that do end up in the wrong place at the wrong time a lot, and you just think, wow. And then other times it's like, is Nathan the problem? So it's up to you. Is either, it could go either way, but it seems like there's a lot of conflict to come. I don't usually say anything negative, but all these cards are negative, and so I don't want to kind of sugarcoat it for you. Page of Swords, so here is like, don't shoot the messenger, like nervous, and I almost feel like this is me right now, like, please don't be upset. But you have 10 of Pentacles in the future, and this flew very far away. So there is a stable connection, or a stable family, or you're going to find yourself in a very, very nice position. Not necessarily with Nathan, but I do think that there's something saying it's going to be solid. And so if you don't feel solid and sure that this is worth investing in, it's almost going to be to your credit if you stop investing. Whereas, does that make sense? I think you're going to earn a lot more respect when someone goes, or Nathan goes, oh, she valued her time enough to not waste her time. You know, like, but if you're, it's so tricky, isn't it? Again, it's like, is he worth it? If he's worth it, but it's like you don't know him that well, I'm feeling, to know if he's worth it. So maybe just tread carefully. Tread carefully. I do feel like the drama, I'm not sure if what you've heard is right, what those people said is right or lies, but I almost feel like there is a certain truth to it. And he was wrapped up in certain things, whether it's what they're saying and the rumors get twisted, but there's definitely a feeling of him being wrapped up in drama and drama coming for you if you were to get wrapped up with him. But then at the same time, is it just bad, wrong time, wrong place at the wrong time, that this drama comes along? Does that make sense? But anyways, definitely someone where I do feel you and this person, you might be someone that always ends up in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm also looking at this clock on the Devil card. Devil, wrong place, wrong time. Like, I'm not feeling, also Rebirth, I'm not sure about you meeting up with them next week. Are you going to meet up with them next week? I feel really bad because this has been real confusing. You've got 9 of Wands of like a wall between you, and then you've got the Star of Healing and wish fulfillment. And I feel like you've been kind of wishing for Nathan a little bit, but then there's a wall between you to heal. 10 of Swords. Oh my god. If you meet up, it almost feels like it's at nighttime or something with the Star card, but then I also feel like this wish fulfillment, this healing. I almost feel like you're going to be very happy if you don't meet up. 9 of Wands, if you go, I can't be hurt again, I can't, there's something here of you placing a boundary with that 9 of Wands in order to heal, in order to go, I'm not going to repeat the cycle I've repeated. Maybe you have a habit of going after or being very excited by people that are, drama kind of follows them, or, you know, and so there's something here of 10 of Swords is an ending. Star card is about you healing and then having major stardom and major wish fulfillment and dreams come true, but it takes you to go, I am worth more than this kind of tumultuous, uncertain, unsafe energy. And I don't mean it's unsafe as in necessarily actually physically unsafe, but it's unsafe in terms of like, I think you're someone with that 10 of Pentacles especially, where you make safe decisions. You make safe, smart choices, and this with Nathan is something that isn't necessarily a safe, smart choice. is all I'm going to say. I'm going to move on. Sorry, that was kind of negative. But if he's worth the drama, go for it. But like, wow. Someone sent a lot of money. Thank you so much. Arty Dog. I'm not certain what's been going on, but I discovered your page recently, and many of your posted readings have been uncannily on point. Do you do personal readings? Either way, thank you for what you do. Wow. Thank you so much. Kind of speechless. Okay, I'm gonna just jump ahead and do Arty Dog. Sorry, I've been bought. I've been bought, guys. She's a fraud. She's a tarot reader. She's not real. But no, seriously, if I run out of time and don't appreciate someone that's been generous, I'll feel real guilty. So, I'm gonna get you a reading. I don't do personal readings anymore off of lives. I just don't. So we won't go into that. But I do these lives where I will kind of answer your questions, answer whatever you want to say. And right now I'm going to get you a general reading for sure, Arty Dog. Let's see, what would you benefit from knowing about before it happens? King of Swords, Nine of Cups. Knight of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Three of Pentacles. So, King of Swords firstly, there's something now about you making yourself very proud when it comes to your intelligence. Nine of Cups is pride. Being so proud of yourself for your accomplishments, for everything you are, for who you are in the world. King of Swords is, cool, you're smart, like, very intelligent, very... I'm not just saying this, I'm genuinely meaning King of Swords is the smartest. So, not only are you a smart cookie, but there's something where you're finally, like, realising that. You're realising your worth. You're realising... so you could have been around people in the past that discredited your intelligence or questioned your beliefs on things, and because you're smart, usually it's smart people that kind of question themselves the most because they know that there's a lot more information out there, there's a lot to life, you never really know everything about a certain subject, there's always more to learn, and so there's something in you not really, and being very humble and not really seeing your intelligence, and always probably believing others know more than you. There's something now where you're like giving yourself credit where credit's due and going, I'm actually quite smart. I'm very smart. And in that, there's something important coming into the next phase of your life, of you really knowing that and not letting anybody tell you otherwise. Six of Cups, something about returning. Someone's returning. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. So this could be an old friend or something that you've wanted to reconnect with. And it might be like, I'm getting bad schedules, bad timing or something. You're really wanting to meet back up with them. You're really wanting to connect with them, but there's something in the way. And then you also have Three of Pentacles of collaboration. So I feel like there's something you're going to be working on. There's a project you're going to be working on. It might light up your inner child a lot, right? If there's something you used to love, skateboarding, music producing, I'm not sure. But there's something you used to love doing as a kid. And you're going to get to do it alongside someone else. Embrace the fact that firstly, Three of Pentacles is making a name for yourself. So you're going to make a name for yourself doing something special and doing something that you really enjoy. So that's very lucky. Who gets to do that? Who gets to make a name for themselves, make success? Doing something they enjoy? Like, that's insane. Knight of Pentacles, though, wow, like, it's a journey. You're about to go on a journey. And that's what you want. Life's a journey. You don't want to just be like overnight success. You don't want to just be like, bam, happened, it was lucky. Because then what are you going to spend the rest of your time doing? That you want the journey. You want the highs and lows. You want the story to get to tell the grandkids, right? And so there's something here that you're going to be very much making a name for yourself in, but it's not going to be overnight. And I think you're going to love it because of that. You're going to love it because you get to really, again, be proud of yourself for the amount of effort or time it took. You get to look back and go, I put all this into it and I got all of this out of it. Rather than, oh, I got lucky overnight. It's like, I earned this. There's something you're about to earn. You could have already been on this journey for a very long time. You're about to earn a lot of, like, respect for your name. But also, there's something about someone returning. You're gonna, this could just be you bumping into an old friend from school. This could be you just bumping into an ex. I'm not sure, but there's someone coming back in. There's also an importance of you being a bit unemotional about, like, a bit calculated. Nope, that's not the word. Analytical. A bit more analytical is going to serve you, but I feel like you already are very analytical. Maybe you've been questioning if you're like too cold or something sometimes. But it serves you well, especially when it comes to your work or when it comes to whatever it is you're building or creating. It's good to be like, yeah. Because if you're always caught up into how you're feeling, you're not going to get very far in creating something. Because you're going to go, I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like doing that. Whereas I feel like you're someone that's smart enough to go, I don't feel like doing it, but I'm going to do it. Is like that takes strength to build that. So basically, it looks like you're about to make a name for yourself in some type of area that makes you very happy. Seven of Wands also feels like a bit of a comeback and a bit of like a F you to people that told you couldn't do something. Especially Nine of Cups. Like, for something to make you this proud, for something to make you so proud of yourself for, like, persevering or continuing to fight for it, means, like, there's probably a lot of backlash or, like, what's the word? Oh, it was on the tip of my tongue and it went. Oh, it's gonna bother me. There might have been a lot of, what's it called? Pushback, but not that word. Against a dream or something you wanted to make, something you wanted to do, something you wanted to build. And a lot of the people saying that, like, you can't do that for whatever reason. Like, it could have been your age, it could have been, I don't know, it could have just been their expectations of what you're capable of doing and what they believe you're going to succeed in. So, and you're just going, regardless of what you guys think, watch me with that Seven of Wands, watch me do it. And it feels very, like, empowering for you as well. And also the fact that you're smart enough to separate yourself and separate what you're capable of from what others believe you to be capable of also speaks to your intelligence, because it takes a lot of, like, wisdom or something to be able to go, they're saying these things, they're not personal, they're just projecting what they believe they can do onto me, and it's not true. I'm going to persevere and I'm going to succeed. So stay smart. You're very smart. Stay smart. Don't let anybody convince you otherwise. And I don't know. I really want to see whatever this is you succeed in. You're going to flourish. And also, it just feels very aligned and in tune. Like, you're not going to be succeeding in something that you yourself don't care for. It's going to be very in tune with your own. What does this mean? I don't know what this means, but it's going to be in tune with your own, like, beliefs, or you're not going to have to forget yourself. If in the past you've had success in career or money, but you've had to almost sell yourself out, or you've had to make decisions and choices that aren't very nice, there's something with the Temperance card that this is going to be success that aligns with, like, your moral code or something. I don't know. It's just, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I need to get to some of these other ones, but thank you. I actually don't need to, technically, because I said I was going to end this on adverse flower. Will you get paid this month? Shibinkoshi? Will you get paid this month, Shibinkoshi? Yep, you will. Nine of Pentacles. GPJ, I don't normally listen to this type of stuff. You and what you say resonates. Strange. Thank you. Okay, I'll get you a card. King of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Either there's someone around you that is very contradicting energy, because the King of Pentacles is someone very loyal and very responsible, and you can rely on them, you can trust them, you can go to them. But they're acting a bit dodgy, right? They're acting a bit dodgy. There's sneaky energy. But the King of Pentacles themselves are very much trustworthy and not sneaky at all. So either this is you sneaking behind someone's back, someone's sneaking behind your back. There's something interesting here because these are two very contrasting things. Huh. Why? What is this trying to say? What is this trying to say? What is the message here for you? Okay. I kind of feel like this energy of you testing someone. There's a new character entering your life, or that's recently entered your life. With the Knight of Cups, romantic, man or woman, or, yep, it feels kind of that vibe. And then with the Seven of Swords, you might be being a bit tricky and testing them and saying things that don't quite, like, resonate with you, but you just want to see what they'll say. You want to see, almost like you'll say something offensive, or, like, you'll say something kind of just to see, not about them, it could be about someone else. Like, you see someone walk past and you go, cool, she's ugly, right? To see if this person goes, ha, or if they go, that's rude. Just to kind of, there's something about testing the way someone acts in the world. So, that's the sneaky energy. I'm really getting that word, testing, to see if they are authentic, to see if they are someone that goes, like, why you do, like, to see if this person holds their own, or if they do just kind of settle to the environment and just laugh off what you say. I don't know, there's a feeling of testing in romance, and it could also go the other way. Maybe someone's testing you, but I feel like there's something here about just knowing either someone else is being sneaky, so be careful, make sure you're yourself, because it can be very easy sometimes to just laugh something someone says off and be like, oh, it's just a joke, but then it's also a lot more attractive to be in your normal self and go, that's really rude, and she's not even ugly. Like, why are you saying that? It's up to you. Or if it's you testing them, it's going to be very telling very quickly for you to test them. So I kind of like this, if it's you doing the testing. Carry on. Otherwise, just please stay yourself, because yourself is so much cooler. Leverne Cochran? Leverne Cochran? I'll get you a card. I might as well just finish this at this point. My phone might overheat and turn off, because it's got, like, the sun is low and it's hitting the back of it, and it did this thing the other day where it went overheating. I didn't even know phones could do that, like iPhones, and it did. So if you overheat and this goes off, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this live. Goodbye. Just pre-thanking you. High Priestess for you, Leverne. Trust your intuition. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust your higher self. If there's any questions you've been wanting to know, if you've asked me a question, it hasn't come through, and I think that's for a reason, because you're meant to ask yourself, and you have the answer, and you know yourself better than I know you, and you know what your higher self should do. Sometimes we can know what we should do, and we can still then go on and carry on and ask everyone around us, what would you do if you were me? What would you do? Because the fact is, what you're asking about, you might already know what your highest best self would do, but you just don't want to admit it, because it's either change, it's different, it's scary, whatever it may be, and you don't want to admit to yourself that's what you should do, and you don't also want to take accountability if you make a choice and then it doesn't work out. You want someone else to make a choice for you, right? So don't ask anyone else around you the answer to a question. Ask your higher self, and then trust your higher self. Trust yourself. You have the answer. You know what's best for you. Nobody else does. They know what's best for them, but even then they don't answer to what's best for them either. They're asking you, so it's funny. But there's also, in me saying, it's very important here, I made a point, sometimes we don't want to do the thing that's best for us because it's scary, it's different, it causes change. And on the bottom you have the Fool card, which is taking a leap of faith into something scary and out of our comfort zones that is a change. So I do feel as if, use your intuition. If there's some type of thing coming up, it might not have happened yet. In the near future, you might be on this kind of crossroads in your life of, what do I do? Do the scary thing. Do the thing your highest self knows will create the most growth, even if you don't want to admit it. Sometimes it is easier to ask others, but others don't know what you're capable of achieving. Dev Prakash Gupta. Next actions of K for Dev, and current feelings of K for Dev. Next actions of K for Dev. 7 of Wands, Queen of Swords. There's a bit of standoffish energy in the near future from K. I don't know why. It's a bit of like either this is K wanting to stand up and fight for the connection a bit more and put more effort in, or it's just being a bit blunt. There's a bit of blunt energy in communication. So next action is going to be communication, but there's going to be a bit of defensiveness. It does feel that way. It doesn't feel as if there is harsh words spoken, depending on what they are, don't let anybody bully you, don't anybody be really harsh. I don't think he's going to be completely, but I do think he's going to be a bit off or something in a communication, and it's out of self-preservation in some way. And so it's up for you to be like, you don't mean that. Why are you saying that? Like, it's up to you to question what he's doing or saying, because I don't think it's in alignment with what he wants. And current feelings of K for Dev. Oh, Judgment. 4 of Swords. Why am I getting you're a big deal? You're a big deal. And he feels like he has to make a decision. He feels like he has to make you a priority or leave you completely. Does that make sense? He's aware. He's aware that he can't string you along. He can't breadcrumb you. You're not going to hang around. You're not going to put up with that. So it's almost like he's now trying to heal enough to make a decision, to make the right decision, to make the right judgment call as to whether or not he follows what he knows is right, or whether or not he, like, I don't know. This just seems like he knows he's on this kind of breaking point. He knows he's got to, and that might be stressing him out. That might be why he's being a bit blunt, because he's freaking out a bit, like, it's now or never. I need to make a choice. I need to make a decision. He knows you're important and he knows you matter. But then it's almost like that's why it's so difficult for things to kind of get rolling between you both, because you matter so much that he doesn't want to make a step in the wrong direction. Matt, I think you skipped my super chat. I've been here since my donation and haven't heard it yet. No, Matt, I think I did do you in the end. Did I? Does your ex Kate feel about you? Yeah, I did, didn't I? But I just had a lot to get through. I will get you an extra one because you waited, and you've also done 2 donations. So another one for Matt. 4 Pentacles. Stay stubborn. Stay stubborn. Devil card underneath. There could be something here where you almost feel like, oh, I'm not allowed to be stubborn, or it's wrong, or it's toxic for me to stay stubborn, to hold on a grudge. And I don't think you're necessarily holding on a grudge. I think there's something where, whether this is between you and Kate or, yeah, I'm not sure, but you're allowed to stay stubborn, you're allowed to stay holding on, but just make sure it's not toxic attachment with that devil. Make sure it's a healthy attachment if you're holding on to anything. Otherwise, there could be something where you are holding very tightly onto your ex, and this devil card is coming up to tell you it is your ego, not to shoot the don't shoot the messenger. We all do it. I do the same thing completely. Everyone does it. But this sounds like I'm coming for you, and I'm not coming for you at all. But there's something where the cards are highlighting that we can stay very much bonded to or wanting what we can't have. What we can't have, almost to prove to people, whether it's ourselves or those around us, yes, I can have it though. I can have it. It's going to work out. It's going to happen. And there's something here if you stay stubborn for as long as it's healthy for you. But if you know something is a dead end deep down, release, detach, let go. It's also the fastest way to get what you want if you're wanting Kate back for something, right? If that's the fastest way you're going to do that is by letting go. And then, you know, she can return. But there's something about detaching. K feelings for me. Will he message me soon? Dina D. Dina D. Dina, it feels like you're expecting a massive transformation between you and Kay. And I'm not sure, 9 of Wands, Queen of Swords, if it's going to happen. So I do feel he's going to message you. But I feel like when Kay messages you, it might be a bit lackluster. because you're expecting, and it came out reversed. So what you're expecting isn't going to happen. You're expecting change. You're expecting a refresh, a start again. And Five of Cups also just tried to come out of, you're going to be disappointed, because I think the amount of, like, you see the best in people, and you see the possibilities, and you see the opportunity, and you see who K could be and what K could do if you were them. And, you know, if, you know, like, you see and have such high expectations because you have those for yourself. Because you have high expectations for yourself and high standards for yourself, you expect other people to do the same. And so I think that there's going to be a reconnection. I think you're going to hear from, but I don't think it's going to be as exciting or as in depth or as life-changing as you're wanting, unfortunately. MSG, will David get over his inner emotional block soon? Three of Wands as well. This way, it's the right way up though. Expecting. The World card. Are you expecting? Are you expecting a kid? The World card is a cycle closing. So, and like a final chapter, and that's done. So there is a phase of this actually to me looks a little bit like sulking, the way I'm seeing this. So I don't know if David is someone that sulks instead of talking about his feelings. He just kind of walks off into the corner and like looks down at the ground or checks something. I don't know, like there's something where he avoids emotions, which makes sense because you said emotional blocks. That makes sense. But then with the World card is closing out a cycle and successfully completing it. So there's going to be a certain thing that has to happen to change, because people don't change unless they kind of have to, not majorly anyways. And so there's going to be something that causes him to change, to have to show you his emotions, to have to unblock these emotions. And so yes, he will, but it's going to be something happening in order to cause it. So it's almost like I'm getting like a double-edged sword, because you want him to unblock his emotions, but I think the thing that happens is something that you don't necessarily want to happen, if that makes sense. There's going to be something happen where you're just like, I don't know, like sometimes people have to reach a certain point or a certain depth of not being able to hold in their emotions anymore, right? That block, that I'm just seeing like, what's it called? Water. I'm seeing water, which is emotions, which makes sense. Like a, oh, what's it called? Not a river. Oh, what's it called? I'm seeing like one of those things that's not a river. And then they have like the big concrete barrier. And then at some point it breaks. It breaks the barrier. What's that called? That's gonna bother the crap out of me. Anyways, there'll be something like that happens that David has no choice but to kind of, his emotions are gonna no longer be blocked, okay? But yeah, it's unfortunate the way that it will happen, and it is gonna happen though. Gosh, I've got 3 more. I don't know how, because I said ages ago that I wasn't doing anymore, but here we are. And luckily for you guys, I actually have 10 minutes left to do 3. So nobody else send any. I don't have time. Deborah, future of connection between me and Kay. Future of connection between Dev and Kay. Judgment again. Did you get that a second ago, Dev? I can't remember. Major judgment call. You're going to have to make a big decision. You're going to have to say yes or no. It's actually going to be the ball in your court. I can't remember if it was you I was just talking to. I'm a bit overwhelmed right now. If it was you I was just talking to a couple messages ago, where I said they're making a big decision, right? And then it's going to actually fall into your lap to make a decision. So it's like currently deciding to commit to you, currently deciding whatever, and then in that, then you have to say yes, right? Like in simple terms, someone's deciding to propose, then you have to decide, do you accept that proposal or not? And so yeah, the future of the connection is you making a decision whether or not it's in alignment with what you want for your life, because right now I think you really, really want this with Kay, but things change, and yeah, in the future it looks like that's the case, of you having to make a judgment call of if it's worth it, if you are being appreciated as much as you should, and if this is something you want, which is cool, because I feel like in you having to say yes or no, it really does feel as if someone is kind of, feels like Kay's getting the act into gear and in kind of proposing and commitment in some way to you. It doesn't have to be marriage, obviously, but you know what I mean. They're deciding that you're worth proposing an offer to of some type. Could just be moving in together. Could just be, you know, it could be anything under the sun. But there's something where you're going to have to make a choice whether to say yes or no. Brittany likes matcha. Hello. Was wondering what comes out for me. Let's see. Oh, Ace of Wands. Four of Wands. Whew. So Ace of Wands is a new passion, new excitement, a new lease of life. I feel like there's a new lease of life coming to you. You could be moving soon with that Four of Wands and that House of Cards. You could be building a home, moving in with someone, getting engaged. Funnily enough, it's kind of overlapping with the other reading. But this is engagement, Four of Wands. It's engagement, it's moving in, it's commitment. It's also like checking something off of your like bucket list. So of like things to do. And with the Ace of Wands, as you're doing this, you're getting this new lease of energy. So you could have been feeling kind of stagnant for a very long time, not seeing any like achievements for yourself, not seeing any improvement, wanting to see something move, wanting to see something succeed. And now it looks like you're going to. There's going to be something happen in your near future where you get to go, oh, tick that off, did that. And it's going to give you this boost of energy to then find something else to succeed in as well. Because at the moment, it's almost like you're on a roll of stagnancy. That's very contradicting, but you know what I mean. You're in this energy of stagnancy that's just birthing more stagnancy. So when this thing comes in, it's then going to kind of start this roll-off of you going, I want to do something else now. I want to check something else off my bucket list. I want to do something else, succeed in something else. Or like whatever it may be of, yeah. It could be you getting engaged to someone and a new flame or something very quick. And then you go, cool, what else can we do together now? Let's buy a house. Like, I don't know. That's a really bad example. But there's something where one thing's going to lead to the other for you in the near future. You're going to get a bit excited. Maybe a bit carried away, but I like it. Someone else sent something when I said don't. Oh, it's Dev again. Mr. Owl Wogs. Hoot hoot. I'll get you a card, Mr. Owl. No, I won't. Yes, I will. Ten of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Ten of Wands, Queen of Pentacles firstly can be homebody and staying in home and kind of decorating the house to make it a home and collecting things. And then Ten of Wands is moving. So I think there's something here about either redecorating and moving, or sorry, moving and then redecorating and make a house a home. You might not know you're moving, but you're going to be. Otherwise, there's something here about kind of a similar message I gave someone else of you might have a lot of things you've collected and accumulated that you know you need to let go of because they're weighing heavy on you. And it could be anything. It could be from past relationships, past friendships, but they don't make you happy. There's certain things you've kept because, oh, but they gifted it to me. But whenever you look at it, you go, oh, that reminds me of that time of my life. Or it feels bad, but you go, oh, I can't get rid of it. I can't. And so there's something now about, I think, there's an energy here of you donating and letting go of a lot of stuff that is just heavy baggage. You don't need to be carrying all this stuff with you. You're not meant to have all that. And it could also be figuratively or metaphorically speaking of you're going to be kind of checking through everything that you are keeping with you on a shelf, like, and what you can then kind of put in the bin and go, why am I even thinking about that person? Why am I always, I don't know, there's something about you just putting a lot of maybe open like tabs in your mind in the trash can and going, that's not worth thinking about. Clearing out space, I feel. There's something about energy of clearing out space for new stuff to come in. Dev, again, last one for you. When will Kay ask for commitment? I'm not good with timing. But let's see. The world card. Okay, that's cool. So the world card is number 21. So it could be the 21st of the month. Could be 21 days from now. Could be 21 also simplifies into 3 in numerology, so it could also be 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 months, just to confuse the crap out of you. With the moon here, I am confused, you're going to be confused. There's secrets. It's going to be when you're least expecting it with the moon, because there's a grounded mystery. I feel like there's going to be something happen where you think, oh, we're breaking up, this is the end. It's almost this energy of saying like, can we talk? Oh, I hate that. Can we talk? Can I call? Can we have to talk about this? And you go, oh, okay, this is it, this is it, this is the end. And it's actually like completely, the wall's been pulled over your eyes, and it's going to be the opposite of breaking up. It's going to be coming together. So it's going to be when you're thinking the opposite of it. But I don't really have timing for you apart from 21. 21 means something. I've got to go, guys, but thank you so much. I'll see you soon.